Okay, so we're gonna start off first by doing our foundation, which everybody should have. It's our Time Wise Matte Wear Mary Kay foundation. And you can put it on a few different ways. You can use the foundation brush, or you can use a sponge or your fingers, preferably a brush or your fingers, because a sponge does actually take up a lot of your product. And it's very, that's what I'm looking for. This foundation actually goes a long way, so just use very little and you can always blend it in, and if you need to add more, you always can. The next step we're going to do is we're going to put on the cream eyeshadow, the Beach Blonde, and this goes over the entire eyelids. It works as a eyeshadow, but it also works as an eye primer. Okay, just close your eyes. And it doesn't matter how much you apply of this, because you are actually using this more as an eye primer than an eyeshadow. And just make sure you cover the entire eyelid. Are done that you do put the lid back on, because this will dry up pretty quick.
Start with the eyeshadow. It's a good idea to get a piece of toilet paper, a piece of tissue, whatever, fold it in half, make a little triangle, and we're going to use this to put open and close, to put underneath your dancer's eye so we don't get eyeshadow all over their cheek. Plus it helps define the line a little bit. We're going to start with, what color is this one?
We're going to start off with the driftwood.
Driftwood. Sorry. The driftwood. So it would be your darker brown, the darkest brown. Okay, and close. So find where your dancer's natural eye crease is. Open and close. Jada's is about here. You want to go slightly above that and take a very fine brush and just kind of draw a little bit of a baby line. And it's okay if it's dark, because it's going to need to be dark to be on stage. We're going to blend this anyhow. Okay, so we do the first eye and the second eye. Sometimes it's easier just to do little baby strokes and connect your line. You want to go almost to the edge of where the eyebrow ends. Good. Now that I've done that, I'm going to take a bigger brush like this, and we're continuing with the driftwood, so the dark color, and open all the way, and close. You line up your tissue with the corner of the line you just drew and the eyebrow, like this, and put your driftwood right in the corner. Use your tissue, and you want to go about halfway across the eyeball. Just like that. And we're going to do the other eye. And open, good girl, and close. Line up your tissue with the edge of the line that we just drew above the crease. And the eyebrow, the outer corner of the eyebrow. And you have to apply a lot. They are on stage, and stage lights wash out the face very, very easily. So you might think, oh my goodness, I would never wear this much makeup. No, you wouldn't, because we're not on stage every day, but these girls are. So now we are finished with our driftwood. Next is the almond.
Some of you may have the hazelnut. It's very similar color.
So I'm just gonna get you close one more time. And you just wanna dab that over the middle part of the eye, right where we primed earlier. Just like that. It just blends so that it's not so harsh. There we go. And clean off your brush a little bit, otherwise you're mixing all your colors together. And then this is my favorite color. I use it myself all through the year, and that's why I have to order 2 from Anotonella every year. It's the Sweet Cream. And this one we're gonna use as a highlighter. So I always like to put a little bit kind of from the corner into the middle like this. It really brightens up the eye. And I also go right under the eyebrow as a little bit of a brow highlighter. Now Jada doesn't have that much space between her crease and the eyebrow. Gemma has a lot more. It all depends on your dancer's shape of eyes. You'll have to adjust accordingly. Just right under the eyebrow like that. You can use a Q-tip if you don't have that much space like me.
That's our cat saying hello to everybody.
Hello. I want my makeup done too.
Sounds like a child.
Now I always cheat, and instead of putting eyeliner, I use eyeshadow to line the top of the lid a little bit, just like that. Doesn't really matter because we're going to put lashes on anyhow. Close a little bit, yeah. And I also cheat and put a little bit under the eye. So look up to the sky. Instead of eyeliner, I find the eyeshadow is a lot easier to get on children's eyes than a pencil. And voila, fake eyeliner. Okay, so now we have the eyes all done. You can see the crease and the lighter colors and the highlight under the brow. It's up to you guys if you feel you want to darken your dancer's eyebrows. Some of the older girls like to do it. Some of you guys are too blonde to do it and it doesn't look right. Just whatever you feel you want to do. And open your eyes and look at the camera. Very nice. All right, and close. Next,
we're gonna do our blush. And it's very concentrated, so you're better off starting very light and then getting up darker. So just sort of get your brush, apply it, and I usually try to start 2 finger widths away from the nose. You can even have your dancer smile, and you can put it, or that's really good too. And just do along the cheekbone here. And you could put it in with circular motion. Put it on, sorry, with circular motion. And I just sort of like to go along the forehead, tip of the nose.
So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to apply the lashes. So they're going to come in packs of 4s like this. These are the natural lashes, so they're not synthetic. They will not hurt your dancer's eyes. They shouldn't. Peel from the corner out. And yes, there is an eye for each eyelash. Do not mix up the eyelashes because then it looks really goofy. Okay, so the way they come in the packages is the way they go on the eyelashes. So the shorter ends go towards the inside of the eye and the longer edges towards the outside of the eye. You may be laughing, but I have seen eyelashes put on backwards before. I always like to apply the eyelashes by standing behind my dancer. I find it easier. I have them just rest their head on my chest. And the first thing you want to do before you apply the glue is you want to measure the eyelashes. Some girls have smaller eyes, some girls have larger eyes, so I want to make sure that the eyelashes are the right length. I start by the corner of the eye right here, work my way out, and it looks like I might just have to cut off the very last bit. So I'm actually going to trim the eyelashes, and I'm going to take off the last little edge right there. Okay, we're going to apply the glue in a very thin strip. What I like to do is just get a little bit of a bubble going and then just move it back and forth. You can use, if some people think using a toothpick is easier or whatnot, whatever you feel, but if you get a bubble going and then you move your eyelash through the bubble, it'll work just fine. Now leave it a couple of seconds before you apply it to your dancer's eyes. You want it to dry just slightly so that it's not all wet and goopy. Okay, and close. And again, start at the inner corner. And if you're behind your dancer, you can actually see the lash line perfectly. Once you line it up, just press with your fingertips the tips of the lashes in like this. There. It's going to take a couple of seconds to dry, so please leave your eyes closed until your mom does the other eye, which I'm going to do right now. I've already trimmed my second lash to the right length. Again, I'm going to just start a little bubble and then just move my bubble back and forth along the lash like that. Very fine. You don't need a lot. If you put too much, you're going to glue your dancer's eyes together, which is not a big deal, by the way.
We've all done it.
We've all done it. Eyelash glue is used for a lot of interesting things in the dancing world. And then start at the corner towards the edge, and then just use your fingers to press the tips in like this ever so gently. The glue looks white, but it does dry clear, so you don't have to worry. If you are the type of person who reuses your lashes several times, which you can if you pull the glue off properly, you can do it also if you don't pull the glue off your eyelashes. But what you might find is you might be a little bit goopy in the corners here, at which point you might want to just add a little bit of eyeliner on the top or a little bit of eyeshadow just to cover up the older glue. And we're just gonna sit there for a couple of seconds. Okay, open up your eyes. Beautiful.
Next step is the second last step we're going to do is the lipstick. And I like to apply a little bit of foundation on the lips. It helps prevent bleeding, and it also lets the lipstick stay on longer. The lipstick we are using is really red. You want to apply a lot of it. Okay, just hold it, honey.
It's true though. She has eyelashes.
So the last thing I'm going to apply, and this is completely optional for those of you who are interested, is the Mary Kay Finishing Spray. This will actually make their makeup stay on 6 to 8 hours. Even if they are sweating, it will actually keep everything intact. So for that dancer who doesn't like to have their makeup touched up all the time, this is a perfect solution. You can do it in two different ways. You can spray it going across in an X, or going down, sorry, up and down, 3 ways. It will not and leave any stains on their clothes. It will come on wet, but it will dry and not leave any residue on their face. So you just kind of give it a shake and just close your eyes. And that's all you need. You can open. That's it.
You have it. We have comp makeup. We have comp eyes, open and close. Close. Close up. Very nice.